Gilbert man is behind bars accused of killing a landscaper he thought was stealing from him. Happened in a neighborhood near Germain and Power Roads.
12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra is live in Gilbert with how this all unfolded. Gabriella?
Well, Troy, 28-year-old Wyatt Ford is now facing second-degree murder after allegedly shooting and killing a man that he believed had been stealing from his trailer. Now, police later determined that man had actually been a landscaper who was hired by Ford's landlord to trim the trees in front of his home. According to court records, Ford came home yesterday to find a pickup truck matching one he believed to be involved in previous thefts to his trailer. Ford confronted the man and ended up shooting him several times. Neighbors reported hearing yelling followed by several gunshots. And Gilbert police identified the man who died as 51-year-old Manuel Vega Lopez. Ford's landlord told police he hired Lopez to trim the trees that Lopez had visited the property prior to the job to take pictures of the tree. The landlord had sent messages to Ford confirming there would be a landscaper on the property that day. I spoke with neighbors who are still in shock at what happened, and one man tells me he did CPR on Lopez, but it didn't help.
I went over to Wyatt, and Wyatt was hysterical, telling me this is the guy that's been breaking into my trailer. I asked him, are you the guy breaking into my trailer? And he said yes, and then he had a tool in his hand, and then Wyatt fired on him.
That neighbor tells me he saw the landscaping tool, which he described as a curved blade on a pole, something you would use for trimming trees. And court records also confirmed detectives found that pole in the yard. Now, Ford is being held on a $1 million secured appearance bond. In the court paperwork, it said that Ford had been planning to move in the near future, and so they want to make sure that if he were to be released, he would not be a flight risk. Live in Gilbert, Gabriella Becerra, 12 News.
So, Gabby, and it's not confirmed that the man who was killed was actually the one who was breaking into the trailer?
That is not confirmed at this time. I did reach out to Gilbert police to ask if any police reports had been filed for the thefts and the vandalism in the previous days leading up to this incident, and they tell me all of that is still under investigation at this time.
All right, Gabriella, thank you.